Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to a very special edition of my show right here on SE Scoops. We're not talking about Raw. We're not talking about SmackDown. We're actually combining them into one. It's the WrestleMania Backlash predictions. I'm Steve Fall, and of course, with my tag team partner, Ms. KrssiLuv. How you doing
What's
today?
up? What's going on with you? How's it going?
Oh, I got my Sasha Banks shirt on, even though
I
she's
have
not on the
Bailey.
card.
Look at that.
What? This is. I think there's something happening here. Best friends for life.
Word. We didn't even
think it's
plan this.
happening.
I promise. Yep.
That's crazy. We did not plan this. That's insane, and I love it so much. The universe is a crazy, awesome place sometimes. But yes, no Bailey on the card. Obviously, we haven't seen her in a long time. But Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks. There's a lot of, I think before we even get to the matches already booked, I think there's at least like 6 matches that could be added to this card. One, definitely Sasha Banks and Naomi taking on Natalya, Shayna Baszler, women's tag team titles on the line. That one seems like we're leaning that way deep. And again, we are podcasting before SmackDown has aired on Friday. So unfortunately, we don't have, foresight to know what's going to happen. And most likely, I'm guessing, the match we're talking about right now will be added to the card. Agreed?
Right. Yep. Agreed. For sure.
Right.
I thought it was already added, to be honest.
And, I really hope, you know what, let me double check. No, I'm just kidding. But I really hope that this match gets added because I think Sasha Banks and Naomi definitely need a win here. Obviously, losing so quickly after WrestleMania would just be insane.
Terrible.
It would be insane. Other matches definitely could be added. And all these people I'm about to talk about were in the main event of Raw. Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley seems plausible. Maybe not, but plausible. Becky Lynch versus Asuka. I don't think they want to maybe waste Becky Lynch so quickly with Asuka.
Right.
But also, no Bianca Belair defending the title against Sonya Deville, because we've already seen it happen on Raw, controversial manner. We saw the 3-on-3 match, which continued the storyline. So really, I guess all of these could be rolled into Hell in the Cell, which is the next pay-per-view. But yet, 6 matches only on the card.
Wow. That just shows you how much love they have for WrestleMania Backlash.
And if I look at it, there's only one championship match, and it's on SmackDown. It's Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Yeah. So in reality, we were supposed to get tag team championship unification match. Both tag teams, who the champions, RKBRO, Uso is supposed to fight each other. Scrapped. Weeks of build.
Weeks of build. Stories for no reason. And now we have to wait. They're probably going to do it SummerSlam. Who knows? But weeks of build up and intense matches and things happening. They come on their show, they come on this show, and now we're back to nothing.
And unfortunately, it seems like the fears of some fans that Roman Reigns possibly is hurt, and it is hush hush if it's true, because we did see at WrestleMania this weird bone thing sticking out of his arm, and I don't know if he pretended or was seriously injured. His arm was dislocated and he popped it back in, and I don't know if that was true or not true, but it really leads me down the path of why is he even in this match? I'm confused. And if he's supposed to be on the sidelines and just resting, why has he been put into a 6-man match? I have a couple guesses. One, they made a deal with the promotion who's running this pay-per-view and the Dunkin' Donuts Center, and but a card's subject to changes on the bottom. So, but I'm guessing when you have these big events, you promise your biggest stars. Roman Reigns is your biggest star. It's on pay-per-view. It's on Peacock. So I think maybe it'd be awkward not to have him. And Drew McIntyre back on the side of the championship run, because now it's Drew's involved with RK-Bro, Roman Reigns, obviously. So is this leading to Drew painting Roman Reigns to set up, the future storylines? But I don't want to see them fight at Hell in the Cell. And I know Money in the Bank is in June, and that is in a stadium in Las Vegas.
So after we do Backlash, we're doing Hell in a Cell right away too?
Hell in the Cell. So Hell in the Cell is June 5th. Okay. Money in the Bank is July 2nd, so they're pretty close.
Okay, so it's in July.
And then we have SummerSlam is July 30th. So there's 2 pay-per-views in July. So
why is SummerSlam in July?
I think because they want to have it on a Saturday. I don't know. I don't
my
know.
goodness.
But it's in a
Okay,
stadium
fair.
as well in Nashville, Tennessee. I do have tickets. I'm actually going to travel to SummerSlam.
Good
So
for you, friend.
I can't wait. So, yes, there's a lot of stadium shows coming up, Vegas and Nashville. And so we have Hell in the Cell to get to first. So are we going to see Drew and Roman Reigns
Right.
there?
I mean, you may need to see it. I mean, I don't know. Do I want to see it? Not really, but I guess who can go against Roman right now? I guess that's your only really pick, to be honest. So I guess we'll have to go with that for SummerSlam. I mean, because other than that, who would he face off at Money in the Bank? I mean, he doesn't have to, but the whole point of him is like having both of these titles, and he's supposed to be, unstoppable. So I guess he has to go through everybody.
So I guess the main event of the evening possibly is going to be the Bloodline versus RKBRO and Drew McIntyre. And I think if my brain is working properly, and so is the WWE's, Drew McIntyre picks up the pin on either Roman or one of the Usos. It's Drew McIntyre's picking up the pin. Drew McIntyre is picking up the pin. He's going to celebrate with his sword. Roman's going to look scared, and we head into our next storyline. That's how I feel.
I think it'd be one of the Usos that gets the L for the team. I don't think they'll pin Roman. I think maybe Roman may run away. Maybe I'm seeing that. I don't see him getting pinned. I don't see that part. No, not the champion. No.
I think it's time he needs to get pinned.
Really? Okay.
And I know people are like, "Oh, what about Clash at the Castle, which is the first UK stadium pay-per-view in 3 decades, and that's in September, September 2nd." They can't hold on.
Oh, that's why they don't.
Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns to September. Wow. It's May.
Right.
That's all summer long. You're going to avoid Drew McIntyre defeating Roman Reigns. It's going to be very weird. And I know Nakamura was supposed to be slipped in there, then he wasn't slipped in there.
Right.
So
I know maybe Cody might be supposed to be going in there some way, somehow.
Right.
He's, he didn't come back for no reason. So, I mean, hey.
Hey man, if you're cashing checks, I guess it doesn't matter if you're champion, right?
Hey.
Depends if you like the money or the gold. And
right.
I haven't asked that question once to a wrestler, and I think I should. Is it a burden to become champion? Because now you're going through airports holding that damn thing.
Oh, so can't you just put it in a bag, or you have to hold it?
I don't know.
Right, you have to act when the next person matter of fact asks that. Where do you put the championship belt? Do you have a special bag for it? Is it in a book bag? Is it in a case? So you get where you need to go? Where do you put the belt? Can it go through customs? What do they say when you go to TSA?
Mm-hmm. They're like, hey, sir, what is this?
Right.
Is this some drug paraphernalia? Do you crush the metal and sniff it? No, you don't do that. You're insane. But I think maybe, this is a theory, I went backstage before and you see a big closet of all the coats. And I'm like, there's no way those coats were brought in by each wrestler. So maybe there's a guy who's like, hey, I'm in charge of the belts. I'm in charge of the belts. I don't know. But an I Quit match for the SmackDown Women's Championship, Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey.
I don't know, friend. I really don't know what to expect for this. I mean, the Beat the Clock challenge was crap from SmackDown last Friday.
That's too quick.
It was too quick. I felt like the ladies that were in the matches were buried. They should have been reversed. I feel like Aaliyah should have been with Ronda and Shotzi with Charlotte. Because the whole thing is make Shotzi feel like she's win up. You put all this don't bury Shotzi. You know what I'm saying? Just you should have let her be the one that says, oh, I didn't tap out to and it should have been Shotzi. It should have been Shotzi. Aaliyah, she's still green. She's still coming up. So her losing to Ronda is a no-brainer for me. I think they should have did it in reverse.
That's a good point, though. I didn't think about that because now Aaliyah has that T-shirt. World record. I have the fastest match ever.
Right.
It's and there's no Asuka shirts, by the way. I tried to buy one. There are no Asuka shirts.
No more. I mean,
they don't have. No, not more.
Since she was a champion, I'm confused.
Go to WWEshop.com right now, and I love you, WWE. but I would love to buy an Asuka shirt. Pretty
Their
please.
shirts have been very lackluster. That's haven't been motivated to buy anything, to be honest.
I guess not, but I think Ronda Rousey wins this match. I think it'd be weird if she suddenly lost. She already lost at WrestleMania, right?
Yes. However,
it would be weird. It would be weird, though, right?
It was weird that she lost at WrestleMania. So I don't even know what to believe anymore. I'm lost.
I'm on the fence anymore. Believe in Santa. Believe in Santa. You can believe in me, please. God.
I don't know.
It's true. I don't really know what to expect.
I really don't know what to expect with this match. I want to know how. From the I Quit matches, like, will somebody be bleeding? I think it might be Charlotte. Like, I don't know. Like,
I have a crazy idea.
Okay, go.
A double I Quit. I'm like, they're like, I don't know why, but this is like, they're both choke each other. Like, yeah, let go of me. No, I won't let go of you. You let go of
me. They're both disqualified. They both lose.
And they have the sound of Jabba the Hutt when he dies in Return of the Jedi. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
That's the noise. And they're both going to pass out. And then we'll go to Hell in the Cell and finish it off with Ronda beating
I wouldn't be mad at that. I would actually like that, to make the story go on, to make it more believable and makes more sense to do it that way. But let's see what happens. I'm going to pick Charlotte.
Smart. That's where the money's at, probably. That is probably where the money's at. Cody Rhodes, though, is taking on Seth freaking Rollins. And I think it's very funny because I went to a SmackDown a few weeks ago, and the dark match was Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins. And it was a good match. But if you are in any local market watching SmackDown or Raw, you'll see commercials for live events coming to your area. And it's usually, like, I saw one for Albany, New York. I think that's where SmackDown might be. And they were like, the dark match. You're going to see Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins. And I guess it's not pay-per-view anymore. So it's not like you're going to see a match you're going to pay to see on TV, on pay-per-view. It's Peacock. Everyone has it.
Right.
So maybe that's why it's a little awkward to me. But I'm very excited for this one because this one's going to be on pay-per-view and on TV. So actually going to try harder than a house show where you can just phone it in if you want to. So it'd be awkward for Cody to lose, but it'd also be really awkward for Seth Rollins to lose.
I mean, Seth can take the L. I think Seth can lose. He can again, and it'll make it go for longer because he'll come up with some obnoxious excuse on like why he lost.
Babies. He has a baby, and those things don't sleep right. So blame it on sleep issues. Blame the loss on the baby. That's how you really go through you.
Right.
Blaming your loss on babies.
Yep. I think so. Yeah.
Wow. I know this one is hard. In my brain, it's like it's a no-brainer for Cody Rhodes to win. No-brainer.
Right.
Then I'm like, man, Seth Rollins, I feel like he's on a losing streak.
Well, he could probably win like being disqualified or counted out, maybe, or something crazy. Who knows?
I know. I wonder if we're in this WrestleMania Backlash is going to be Hell in the Cell WrestleMania Backlash. Like I don't know if all these matches on this event are going to fall into the next pay-per-view. I don't know. But again, we have also Vasco and Becky Lynch. There's a lot of potential to lead us down the path. There's two matches on this card. I'm going this is when I know I'm going to the bathroom because I'll be there. Bobby Lashley versus Omos.
Are you going to go to this one too, right?
Yes, I'll be at this pay-per-view this Sunday. Providence, Rhode Island, the Dunkin' Donuts Center. Mother's Day. I just went through a lovely text message chain with my mother, and she's not happy. And I talked to my sister, who's also born on May 8th. It has been a fun text change this afternoon.
Wow, they're very upset with you, friend.
Yeah, it'd be like related to Santa Claus.
Right.
While trying to celebrate Christmas.
Yep.
It's not possible.
You have some explaining to do.
Yeah, no shit. But yes, I'll be going to the bathroom during Bobby Lashley and Omos. I love Bobby Lashley to pieces. I will always praise the Hurt Business. But I have no desire to see this one.
Yeah, it's so sad and fortunate that they have these guys in this type of predicament right now that it's a filler match. I know. I wouldn't be surprised if it was like on a pre-show, but it's not that many matches, so it's probably going to be on the main show. I'll go Bobby Lashley.
I'm going Omos. He's gonna grab his head. He's gonna squeeze it like Great Khali. Like till juices pour out of his face like this. That's what we're saying. What do you want to say? It's gonna be a really fun moment. The best Instagram photos on WWE where Bobby Lashley having his face smushed in by Omos.
Yeah. I don't feel like this feud will be ending right here, though. I feel like it's gonna go on.
Why not put it on the Hell in a Cell as well? Let's do it. Another match I care not to see. This will be when I go to buy a T-shirt. Madcap Moss versus Happy Corbin.
Oh God, yeah.
I like this encounter, but it also reminds me of, I don't know if you remember, The Miz had Alex Riley as his like protege, and they broke up. And Alex Riley was awesome when he was with The Miz, awesome, but they broke up.
This early Miz or like?
This is like WrestleMania 27 Miz when he made event against John Cena. The Rock just came back.
Got it. Okay.
They break up, Alex Riley and The Miz, and everyone's like, oh man, this is really good for Alex Riley. No, it wasn't. You know why he was good before? Because he was with The Miz.
With The Miz, yep.
This situation I feel is going to happen is no matter what we do with Madcap Moss here, he's never going to succeed because he was with Happy Corbin.
But people like him. He's over for some whatever reason. People like him, and
let's see how quick that sours.
You know what? You're probably right. Never mind.
I like Ezekiel too, but I feel like that's going to happen to him soon.
Oh, and then he shaved his whole beard for what? Nothing.
He looks scary. I have nightmares.
My husband was like, "Who is that?" I was like, "Oh, that's
off to sleep.
He was like,
all I can think of is Ezekiel. Scary. It's scary stuff. I know. I think Madcap Moss wins.
I think so too.
And then the other match, talk about that's official, is AJ Styles versus Edge. And
I think
Damian Priest is barred from ringside though. So could we see someone else come down and join Judgment Day? And Damian Priest was barred, but this other people weren't.
See, if WWE was smart, they would have brought up what's the guy from NXT that was just taken away? Dang it.
Oh, Arlen?
Nope. The other one with the tattoos and Dexter Lumis. So they were smart. He could have been the third member and been a part of that little faction. But no, they didn't do so. They didn't think that made any sense. Wow. So because he has the look and the demeanor to be a part of that little faction. But I think Edge will probably win though.
I think he needs it. AJ Styles can go home for a little while. This new Edge with his throne and his stable and Damian Priest. Like if you want this to go somewhere, you gotta make it make sense. Yeah, you have to keep building bricks to make a house. So I think you got to keep doing that with this. So yeah, Edge versus AJ Styles will be a good match, and I will definitely not be going to the bathroom during that one. It won't hurt either person. It won't hurt AJ, to be honest. No. Okay. It wouldn't hurt him, but he lost at WrestleMania. So it's like, are we doing the whole again? I think Hell in a Cell is really going to get like a chunk of Backlash, and then you'll get the other matches we talked about earlier: the Liv Morgans, Rhea Ripley's, Asuka and Becky Lynch, Bianca and somebody, maybe Sonya Deville, Sasha Banks and Naomi, Natalia, Shayna Baszler. But who's to say that they're not saving those matches for a Raw or SmackDown just to spice it up?
True.
So,
very true.
All in all, I'm excited for WrestleMania Backlash. I'll be there live. Dunkin' Donuts Center, May 8th, Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Happy Mother's Day.
You're going to see a lot of moms there, a lot of wives at the arena.
But you know what they'll all be doing? This.
Like, this is how I spend my Mother's Day.
They're looking at their husband.
Working.
Like, drag me to this shit. All I asked for was a back massage. Now I'm here. That's the look you'll see from all the happy moms.
I can't wait to see your video. You showing that too.
Yes, I'll be like, hey, happy Mother's Day, Mom! Edward 40 hands. I'll be sitting there trying to do a phone call with my hands stuck together with nice alcoholic beverages. But folks, thanks for watching a wonderful WrestleMania Backlash predictions here on SE Scoops. I've been Steve Ball. She's Miss KRssiluv. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you next time. Bye.